What's going on, Virgo? How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my channel, Divine Nudges. For those of you who are returning, thank you and welcome back. And for those of you who are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's change that. Let's get you to be a returning viewer by hitting the subscribe button below, especially if these messages resonate. Okay, Virgs, my Virgs, I am getting ready to do a quick vibe check, okay, which I do mid-ish month every single month. I try to change up the vibe. So, for example, last month's vibe check was about what is blocking you right now. This month's vibe check is about what you're doing right, what is going right in your life, what you're getting right, okay? Because I want to make it a well-rounded perspective. And I consider this to be a spiritual hygiene check, okay? Routine maintenance, routine checkup, just to make sure we're not veering too far off the intended path. So definitely be sure to check out last month's vibe check-in if you haven't already, about what's blocking you right now, because today's reading may bring that full circle. Also, November readings for all of the signs have been posted, so be sure to check yours out. All right, Virgo, let's get right to it. What is Virgo doing right? What is Virgo doing right? So here we have the Five of Swords. What's so interesting is that this also came out for the sign of Scorpio, and it came out in the very same position, which I consider to be the neutral position, which means to me it can go either way. Okay. And what I got for Scorpio, which this reading may be heading in that direction, is picking and choosing your battles. You are picking and choosing your battles. I will be honest, that could be it for you as well, Virgo, but I'm slightly picking up on something else. Um, for you, I'm more so picking up that you are becoming aware, or you are more so, yeah, becoming more aware, or more so considering what is truly conflict in your life, what are truly problems in your life, versus what it is that you perceive to be those things, right? The Five of Swords can be conflict with others, but it is also very much a card of inner conflict, of mental conflict, right? Of the conflict that one has with themselves. So for you, Virgo, I'm more so seeing that you're starting to really ponder and consider your inner conflict versus the conflict that the outside world brings to you, and really trying to reconcile between the two so that you aren't the cause of your own problems. Okay, so let's see where this reading goes from here. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this could very much be about work, but this could be about your finances, prosperity, absolutely your family. um this is a card of abundance, legacy, and inheritance. Okay, so some of you may be considering these things, right, about where your problems really come from, how your problems really arise, and in terms of the legacy that you'll be leaving in the world, in terms of how you're impacting others, especially those whom you love, right? What example are you setting for those around you, your family? What example are you going to leave behind? And others of you may be also realizing your value in your worth and what you do offer and what you do bring to the world outside of your finances. Because I'm sensing that some of you have been conflicted about how much you contribute monetarily, how much you can provide monetarily. Okay. And some of you may be considering, like, is it even really that serious? What else do I contribute? What else do I bring to the table? And recognizing, because what I'm sensing here is this real recognition of just how much you bring to the table, just how valuable you are in the world. So good for you, Virgo. Absolutely great. Let's see what else is Virgo doing right. So yeah, here we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. Um, and it's interesting because it's kind of across both of these cards. So Virgo, there's this realization that the world isn't against you. Everyone isn't against you like you once may have thought. There's also the realization of how much pain you bring on yourself for feeling that way. For like, so there's this energy of you're not going to be lying to yourself anymore, Virgo. Okay? There's this energy of you being brutally honest with yourself so that you can have a more accurate perspective of the world. Okay? Um for some of you this may have come up in conversation, a conversation that you had recently with someone or with others. This may be, and it may have been a very difficult conversation as well. For some of you may be having these difficult conversations with others who are helping bring this into perspective for you. You know, I'm getting this Nine of Pentacles energy with it, which is an energy of financial independence, but also just independence overall, Virgo. Okay. Um, so, what I'm getting here for you, Virgo, is that you are setting yourself free. You're setting yourself free from the burden of feeling that you're not enough, because I mean you have to live up to that. That's something that you would actually have to live up to, and it's something that doesn't make you feel good about yourself. It's something um, that hurts. It keeps you in a state of depression, maybe even anxiety. Virgo, I'm hearing that you're meant to be a butterfly, that you are meant to have, you know, to be lightweight. You're meant to roam free about the world, the country. And so these heavy feelings that you have about yourself in your place of the world is really an anchor, is very much an anchor. Okay, so there's this real understanding of you're not responsible for the state of the world, which I'm tickled because, you know, Virgo is all about organizing and order, and Virgo just thinks they do everything better than everyone else. Comment below if I'm lying. And let me tell you something, I have a lot of Virgos in my family. Very selfless, very caring people, will do anything and everything for anyone else. But sometimes I'm like, to their own detriment. It's almost as if they feel like the world can't live on without them, right? So there's this understanding that yes, the world can live on without you, and it's not because you're not worth something to anyone else. You know, it's just because the world exists and so does everyone else in it, you know? Um, this is going to be very freeing for you. This is going to be very liberating for you, Virgo. Um, there's going to be a certain amount of peace in just worrying about yourself and not feeling responsible for others. So good for you, because this is a really big thing for the sign of Virgo. Spirit, what else? What else? So here we have the Page of Cups. This is a card about following your dreams. This is a card about listening to your intuition. So some of you may really be listening to your intuition more, okay? There's also something about your emotions, okay? So it's interesting where it came out on top of this swords card, this Seven of Swords card, which could be a card of deception by others or self-deception. You're really just, again, This is to me a reiteration that you're realizing how even sometimes your emotions could deceive you. So there's a need for more logic, which is interesting because the earth signs are really the logical signs of the zodiac. Okay. But for some of you, you may let your emotions get a hold of you a little bit more than you'd care to admit. And sometimes your emotions may cloud your judgment. And that's also something that's coming to your awareness. And this is something that you all are working on right now. You could be working on this with other people, therapy, life coaching. Um, or you could be experimenting, right? Like you could be taking a very scientific approach to this. Like, okay, why don't I just take a step back and see how things pan out if I don't over involve myself, right? If I kind of let everyone do their part, how is it? Let me just prove to myself that, you know, um, there will still be teamwork, collaboration, and appreciation for everyone's worth and values, or value, everyone's worth and value. In other words, no one's value is going to take away from mine, and I won't take away from anyone else's. One more card, and I'm going to close out the reading. Yeah. Yep. The Emperor, the ruler. Okay. The ruler of rulers. So there may be, again, this liberation, this letting go of control. And really understanding that as long as you are the CEO of your own life, the boss of your own life, Virgo, that you're good to go. You've got everything that you need. Okay. So there, for you, you're going to be fighting this urge or tendency to overrule others, to dictate, to control, to regulate. And understanding that it's almost hypocritical to not be able to regulate your emotions while trying to regulate the world. Okay, Virgo, these are your messages. I hope that they've resonated with you. If they have, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. Whatever you do, take care of yourself. Until next time.